What's up, YouTube? Well, it's a few days before Thanksgiving and we are getting our house ready for all the people we got entertained. We're gonna just have plastic over and we insulated behind it, but we're just gonna sorry the house is a wreck right now, but there's just a lot of stuff in here and we only live in these couple of rooms, but we got all this stuffed with a little bit of insulation. We're gonna put some black plastic over it because we're going into winter and we're gonna be working on the basement through winter, so we're not gonna get to do our addition and stuff till next year with our contractor flaking out on us, which it's a blessing that contractor flaked out on us. So anyways, I guess that I'll show you guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and show you guys a couple of the things that contractor did. He ripped out all the ceiling, and so that was what he was supposed to do, was rip out all of the ceiling and put up plywood and he was supposed to rip out this ceiling, put up plywood on the top of this, right up on top of these boards here, so that they would have something to stand on, and then he was supposed to pull that roof off. But they came in here the first day when nobody was around. I mean, I was here on the property working on something out in the garage, but they had a definitive thing they were supposed to do, and they ripped off all of my trim. Now, we bought this house for these pieces of trim down here, and they were supposed to be restoration. They were supposed to be good at restoration, and this is that curved piece of trim. Anyways, they every piece of everything for every door and everything looks about like that. Everything's scratched up real bad. All the doors have, I don't know how good you'll be able to see them, have big gouges in them. Try to find this one, you can see a lot better. And anyways, these guys were supposed to be restoring all this trim and stuff, and that's why we had so much time in the getting it together. But they destroyed all that trim. They basically destroyed every piece of trim up here. These pieces of curved trim that go around those walls, they shattered them in so many pieces they just threw them in the trash. And this is how they piled up everything. Anyways, when we asked them about the tacky job that they were doing with everything, the contractor said, "I can't satisfy you," and he quit. So that's what they left us with. So I'm imagining they added 40, 50, 60 hours of trying to sort out what they did, if not more, when we go back together. But we'll get through it. We always do. He got us for a good chunk of money too. But it is what it is. Anyways, with our Thanksgiving thing we're going to do for our friends and stuff on December 2nd, we needed a ramp and a good handrail. So Ricky today put this ramp and this handrail on. And I'll walk over here, show you guys the rest of the pieces of metal that we got for the basement lift, or I mean for the house lift. And we decided that we were going to set those pieces of metal in the ground. We decided instead we're going to set a bunch of power poles in concrete in the ground to lift off of, and then when we're done we'll just go in with a chainsaw and cut them off below where we're going to pour our floor. But we got all of these. There's 4 of these guys, this I-beam, and we got a few snap ties, but they're 6-inch, and we're going to do 10-inch walls, so they won't work. But you can see how long those are. I think we decided they were like 38 feet or something, but there's 4 of them, and they're all the same, and they'll bolt together. And we got a bunch of, we're also in the pasture building fence right now. I'll bring you guys a video on that pretty soon. So we're all rigged up to build fence on that truck. But I'm sorry about the wind too. I don't know how bad it is, but we got several buckets of these. They hold the snap ties on the forms tight. But anyways, I got all these poles, of course, had those ends and stuff on them, and I cleaned all that off and got them all just wood. Some of them still have the copper wire on it. But we've been slowly taking that to help build our H-braces for our fence, so they'll be clean posts by the time we're ready to cut them up. I guess I'll just walk around and show you guys a little bit more of the cleanup that we got done. We moved all the three-wheelers inside of the building, and we just started to try to clean up and get everything ready for I guess in case it snows, or just the place needs to look nice. It was starting to look pretty trashy around here. And we talked about pulling the rest of these nails out of this building and putting some plywood or something back up on there, because when I first moved here, I was going to fix this building right away, and then with all the other stuff that happened, this building got put on hold. So now we have and the siding, well, there wasn't much left to the siding right there to begin with. But anyways, so we got all of our, just a bunch of stuff organized and cleaned up, but there's a big loft area up there, and I was able to, I had a whole bunch of tires that I'd gotten, used tires, and I was able to get them stacked up there into that area. A whole bunch of stuff kind of hanged on the walls and organized and put together the way it needs to be, and just generally got the place all cleaned up, put the water truck back up there, and cleaned up all this stuff. But really, that's the reason I hadn't been bringing very many videos, is we just been cleaning and building fence, and we really hadn't gotten a lot done. But we got, like this building, I got it ready to take all this stuff off to the other building, and I got a bunch of stuff organized. We got a lot of stuff out here because we're trying to get ready to do this whole job, and I don't know, it's just a lot of organization and a lot of trying to get stuff in the kind of condition it needs to be in. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys the tractor parts came in today. I don't know when I'll get to putting it together. I got to take the part to the machine shop and have them make me a couple of gaskets for it, and I'm going to see about I'm going to see if there's anybody around that can put new facings on these. Well, not on these clutches, but on the clutches from the other one. Anyways, there's the All States Ag Parts. That's where it come from, and they actually had to split a tractor. See, here's the gasket. I'll have to have it made. Which, I mean, I could probably make that gasket, but I think they got a good gasket punch over at the machine shop. So, but anyways, they it looks to be in good shape. It has one nick right there. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if you guys seen my other one. I'll show it. I'll go over there to it in a minute. But this piece right here, and where are they at? And one of these springs right here, because I had the other assembly in the floorboard of that winch truck, and one of the springs was missing. There was only 7 when I went to do inventory, but they were going to sell me just this plate and those springs for like 175 bucks, but I told them just go ahead and throw everything in there, and it was like 350 bucks, and then it ended up being 475 or something after shipping and everything and taxes. I don't know exactly what it was, but if it fixes the problem, then we'll be in. Let me put that book back in the box. But if it fixes the problem, we'll be in good shape. And I'll walk over here and show you guys what the old piece looked like, and what I'm working towards. I got the engine covered back up. Like I said, I don't know how many more weeks it's going to be until I get a couple of days, a couple afternoons or whatever to go and work on this tractor and try to get it back into one piece. But and also I've got to wait on whatever the machine shop decides. But anyways, I finally got me a magnetic bolt tray, but that was one of those springs that I had lost, and I have the parts blow up, of course, and I'm going to try to get it put back together as close to original as I can with what I have to work with, you know. I hope I don't have to get too far into it, but like this has the whole transmission if you need it, but just this set of stuff right here is what I have to put back together. That's all of the stuff that's in that box, and I've never did a torque converter before, so I guess I'm going to learn something. But anyways, other than that, I guess that's about everything that's going on around here. So I guess tomorrow we'll go eat with family, and then here in a week or so we'll feed all of our friends and some of our family. So anyways, I guess until next time, YouTube, thanks for watching.